What's up, everybody? This is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today in a live stream today. Today, I'm going to be talking about basically early NBA free agency stuff. It's going to be a quick live stream. I'm doing it outside because I didn't want to really do it in my basement, and it's nice outside, so I wanted to do it like this. So we'll see how it goes. Don't forget to give the stream a thumbs up, as I'm going to do right now if I can. I don't know if I can. I'll give it a thumbs up after it's done. But anyways, um, I title it the Houston Rockets problems, or whatever I title it. What should the Houston Rockets do? If you haven't been hearing the news lately, the Houston Rockets on the whole Mike D'Antoni thing, Chris Paul reportedly wants out possibly. I really just want to hit that and a few other free agency topics and get on in there and not get on in there and go ahead and basically talk about it. So, anyways, let's start off with the Houston Rockets. I'll tell you what the Houston Rockets should do. They should be bold. They should trade James Harden. James Harden's not good enough to win an NBA championship or be the best player to win an NBA championship. I believe that the Houston Rockets don't have the tools to win an NBA championship. Clint Capella, he's a great center. He's a decent center, top 10 center. Not good enough. You go ahead and you look at CP3. CP3, I mean, where is he? He's on the back end of his career. He is not in his prime anymore. He's not a good enough point guard to be a point guard on a championship team or actually have good ring talent. James Harden, listen, is he a top 10 player? Yes. You need a top 5 player to win an NBA championship. And he's not a top 5 player. He doesn't play defense. He's a bit streaky. And Daryl Morey, the Houston Rockets GM, I think he needs to go. And I think Mike D'Antoni needs to go. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the Houston Rockets should clean house and rebuild. They had their shot a few years back when they took Golden State to 7. It didn't work. Oh well. I mean, it didn't work. So that was like their height. Now it's over with, and the Houston Rockets should go into full rebuild mode. Now I'm going to talk about who the Rockets should go ahead and trade James Harden for. The Rockets should trade James Harden. Well, who should the Rockets trade James Harden to? I think I said 4 accidentally. The Rockets should trade James Harden to one of 3 teams: the New York Knicks, the LA Clippers, or the Brooklyn Nets. One of those 3. And if Boston wants to give up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and a first round pick for James Harden, do that as well. The Rockets should trade James Harden. I mean, that's just that's basically what I'm thinking, and that's what I think. So the Rockets should go ahead and trade James Harden. Now you look at other teams in the league. You're hearing stuff about Kawhi Leonard. Is he going to go to the Clippers? Is he going to go to stay with the Toronto Raptors? It's going to be between those 2 teams. I'm going to be honest with you. He's not going to the Lakers. Let's just be clear. He's not going to the Lakers. I think he goes to the Clippers. He lives in Southern Cal. He's from there. I think he goes to the Clippers. But I think he will consider Toronto. I look at the LA Clippers in general. I think they get Kawhi Leonard. I think they go out and get Nikola Vucevic. They keep Patrick Beverley, one of my favorite players, by the way, Patrick Beverley. And they go out and get some other NBA talent. If it's Trevor Ariza, you look at someone, maybe Austin Rivers comes back. They get someone like that. That team might be good enough to make an NBA championship, to make the NBA championship. And overall, I just think that might be good enough. I don't know. I think the NBA is wide open. That's something else I want to touch on. The NBA is wide open in the East and in the West. You look at the NBA East, you think Philly would be the favorite, but they might not keep Tobias Harris or Jimmy Butler. You also might not go. You also might not get that jump shot out of Ben Simmons. He's not very much of a jump shooter. He's actually terrible at jump shooting now. Thinking about it even more, so you got that. So the Philadelphia 76ers, the Milwaukee Bucks, Eric Bledsoe, Malcolm Brogdon, who's a restricted free agent, and Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez are all free agents. And you're hearing that Brook Lopez has ties to the LA Lakers and he might go back to them because he did play for them for a year. And he might go up and join AD and LeBron. Now, overall, the Milwaukee Bucks, they should still be favored because the Milwaukee Bucks, they should be favored. I just heard voices, but I think it's one of my neighbors. The Milwaukee Bucks should still be favored because they have Giannis Antetokounmpo. They have him. They're going to still have as long as they have him, it doesn't matter who they surround the town with. Personally, I think they'll re-sign Chris Middleton, and they'll probably re-sign Eric Bledsoe. They might let Brook Lopez walk. I don't know. But overall, I just think that the Milwaukee Bucks are going to be forced to re-sign these players, and we'll see where they go from there. They're looking to trade Ersan Ilyasova, I can't pronounce his last name, and the Tony Snow to create cap space so they can sign all the players back. I'm seeing a crushing in the comment chats from Stuff Damo. What about the Wizards? The Wizards, okay, I'll talk about the Wizards. The Wizards, they have Bradley Beal. I think they'll damn if they trade him, damn if they don't. I'm a Wizards fan, and I can see from Stuff Damo, his logo, he's a Wizards fan as well. I think as a Wizards fan, we should not trade Bradley Beal. I think he's too good not to trade. I think he's a cornerstone talent. And I think that's a cornerstone talent that the Wizards should build around. Now, John Wall, trade him. I think everybody else should be up for trade I think everybody else on the team outside Bradley Beal should be on the trading block. I can't believe we didn't fire Scott Brooks. I went on a rant about that. You can go check that on the YouTube channel. But I went on a rant about that. And overall, Scott Brooks, he should have been fired. Now, the Wizards, they have Dwight Howard coming back because he opted into his option. And I'll talk about the free agents in a second, Stuff Damo. But we have Dwight Howard, who's opted into his contract. Trevor Ariza, who's a free agent, who said he wants to re-sign with the Wizards. We have Sato, Thomas Sachavani. I have trouble pronouncing a lot of these last names. I think he's a restricted free agent, if I'm not mistaken, but he's a free agent. You also have Bobby Portis and Jabari Parker on the team, who are both free agents as well. So it's going to be a point that we sign that talent. We also have Thomas Bryant, who's pretty good as well. I like what I'm seeing from Troy Brown Jr. We did get screwed over by a draft pick this year, which is interesting. But overall, I think we could, if we trade Bradley Beal, it better be to one of three teams: the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, or the Suns or the Cavs. One of those teams. I mean, I don't see the Pelicans, they'll be trading a fourth overall pick. Now, if the Pelicans offer the first overall pick and the fourth overall pick, which they won't do, but they offer both of those picks for Bradley Beal straight up, as a Wizards fan, I'll be okay with that trade because we're getting Zion, and I think we should go and Jared Clover, who I would say if we trade him to the Pelicans, that's who I would say we should draft. Jared Clover. I think he is outside the big three of Zion Williamson, John Morant, and R.J. Barnett. I think he's the best player on the board. That's who I will want if I'm a Wizards fan. That's who I will want if we somehow get that fourth overall pick if we trade him to the Pelicans. So overall, I say keep Bradley Beal, but go ahead and throw everybody else in the trading block and see what could happen. I think the Wizards at the end of the deal will be an average team. And it upsets me to say that because I'd rather see us going for championships instead of just being average. But one of the other topics I wanted to talk about is Mike Conley about the Grizzlies. He's going to be traded, obviously. To who? The Utah Jazz are the favorites. The Utah Jazz have told Ricky Rubio that he is not a priority on their free agency list. So maybe they make the trade. They'll give up their first round pick this year, NATO, and maybe probably another first round pick for. They'll give up those picks um, for Mike Conley. Overall, Mike Conley, I don't think he's much of an upgrade over Ricky Rubio, but you never know. I mean, I do think he's an overpaid player, and I don't know why any team would want to take that contract unless you're the Phoenix Suns, who are looking to trade, who are open to trading their draft pick this year, the 5th overall pick, and they're open to trade Josh Jackson and TJ Warren. So if you're the Grizzlies, maybe looking at that, you get 2 top 5 picks. I mean, I will look into that. But the Utah Jazz are the apparent favorite to be getting Mike Conley. Another thing I want to hit on, as I was talking about earlier before I got distracted about a question about the Wizards, I think that the 76ers, the Bucks, I always spoke about them and how they have a shot to go to the NBA Finals next year. I think the Indiana Pacers are an interesting team. Supposedly they are the front runners for D'Angelo Russell, since Kyrie Irving wants to go sign with the Brooklyn Nets. That means D'Angelo Russell will be leaving, and supposedly the Indianapolis Pacers, not the Indianapolis Pacers, the Indiana Pacers will be the favorites for that. And I'm fine with that. That's the upgrade over Darren Collison. Darren Collison is a good point guard, but he's someone that might be better coming off the bench. And by the way, Darren Collison would be a good fit for the LA Lakers because the LA Lakers need a bunch of shooters around LeBron and AD and Kyle Kuzma. But overall, the Indiana Pacers, I think, are a team to watch out for. Victor Oladipo will be back by next postseason, and that will be a team to watch out for. Other teams, Toronto, obviously, even if they lose Kawhi, I think you still got to give them a shot. The Brooklyn Nets, I'll hit that in a second. The Brooklyn Nets are a team that I would watch because, personally, I do think that the Nets. I just think that the Nets, with Kyrie Irving and with that supporting cast, are good enough, especially Jared Allen. He's pretty good as well. I heard Jimmy Butler is willing to listen to the Miami Heat. If he goes there, maybe that's a option as well. But overall, the Eastern Conference is wide open, in my opinion, and the Western Conference is wide open as well. And speaking about the Western Conference, I see a comment saying the Lakers aren't making the playoffs. I'm just gonna ask you, Stuffed Animal. He must be the only person watching this stream. Can you comment why you don't have the Lakers making the playoffs? I really want to know. And if it's because of how the team's formulated right now, with basically 2 superstars, Kyle Kuzma, and a bunch of nobodies, that's fine. But I would say this about the Lakers: they're going to re-sign Rondo. He says he wants to re-sign there. You look at who's on the free agency market, hearing names like Austin Rivers, Jeremy Lamb, Jamal Crawford, J.J. Redick, a lot of shooting guards that they could go after. Centers, I mean, they could re-sign JaVale McGee. That's an option as well. So, and Brook Lopez, he has, I heard his name getting tied to the LA Lakers, and Nikola Vucevic as well. So definitely, I think a team that's going to make some moves this offseason. They have about $24 million in cap space, and overall, I just think that they're going to use the cap space smartly, and hopefully they'll sign some shooters. I think that'll be enough to at least make the playoffs. And Stuffed Animal was saying no one can coexist with LeBron. D-Ray did. Kyrie and Kevin Love made it work. I'll have to disagree with that one. and AD hasn't proven himself in the postseason. He did sweep the Portland Trail Blazers, and the Portland Trail Blazers are a team that definitely have a shot at the NBA Finals. I know I said in that video that they kind of hit their ceiling. Now, since the NBA is I'll hit that in a second. Now, since the NBA is wide open, the Portland Trail Blazers do have a shot at the Western Conference Finals. And he said, and Stuff Daniel said, "Don't get me started on JaVale McGee. The guy shouldn't be playing basketball." Listen, he's approved himself since he's been on the Wizards. Now, I'll admit, on the Wizards, the guy was terrible, but he's approved himself with Golden State and the LA Lakers. He had a great year with the LA Lakers. He could definitely play some offense, so I would disagree with that. The best thing I saw JaVale McGee do was dunk on 2 baskets at once. Oh, man. You must really not like JaVale McGee. But a few other notes. Alvin Gentry, he got his team option accepted. So he's going to be the head coach this season and next season. I heard that on the radio this evening while driving around. And I think that's great. I think he's a great head coach. I like what the New Orleans Pelicans are doing right now. Now, the question is, are they going to trade that 4th overall pick for someone maybe like a Bradley Beal, a DeMar DeRozan, who I think is going to be on the trading block this summer, or someone like that? Or are they going to keep it and draft somebody? Now, either way, that team is a playoff team, people. You look at that team, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Zion Williamson, Josh Hart. You still have Drew Holiday on the team. You can re-sign Julius Randle, even though he's expected to opt out of his contract. But if you re-sign him, get a little bit of a bench around that team, that's a playoff team. I don't care what you all say. That team is definitely contending for the playoffs. So I like what the New Orleans Pelicans are doing. And in my opinion, they won that trade. I mean, it took me – I had to think about it a little bit, but they won that trade. So overall, I just think that the Pelicans, I think they're going to be in the postseason next season. I just have a gut feeling. I think they'll be in the postseason this upcoming season after free agency and once the season begins. But overall, I don't think they have a shot at the finals per se, but they'll be like one of those teams that get in the postseason and gives one of the like upper hand teams like Golden State maybe or the LA Lakers they'll give them a tough 6-game series or something like that. That's what I think the New Orleans Pelicans are going to be doing. But speaking about the Western Conference, Denver Nuggets, Portland Trail Blazers, Golden State Warriors, both LA teams. Oh boy, Stuff Dan was going to get me on a rant here in a second. So that's 5 teams. And I think the Utah Jazz, I think those 6 teams, and the OKC Thunder, all 7 of those teams in the Western Conference, I think have a shot to make an NBA Finals appearance this season. Am I forgetting anybody? Nah. Dallas maybe, if they keep Kristaps, which they should. I think they will. But if they keep Kristaps and he stays healthy with Doncic, they have a shot. I think they could be a sneaky team. And the Houston Rockets as well. And San Antonio. Don't count out the San Antonio Spurs. But Stuff Dan was saying Marcin Gortat, or as I call him, Gorshit. I haven't seen a player as good as Gorshit. Oh my god. You're really gonna make me go on a rant about Gorshit? Okay. Marcin Gortat is the worst center I've ever seen. He is just as bad as Kwame Brown. Marcin Gortat is terrible. I am happy that the Washington Wizards traded him. I'm telling you that right now. I am happy that the Washington Wizards traded him. The Wizards, that was the best move. And we got Dwight Howard. That's an upgrade. I cannot believe Stuff Daniel. I mean, you're trolling. I mean, my God, you're trolling. Now, Stuff Daniel, my God. Oh, man. My God. I made you a moderator, Stuff Daniel. You're known as the first person ever that joined the McD Sports 4 live stream, so I made you a moderator. But, my God. And that's the air conditioning going off. But anyways, a few other notes I want to talk about involving the NBA. Barry Bonds could dunk. That's a baseball player. Oh, those people outside over there, they're probably hearing me speak. Ooh. But anyways, Barry Bonds is a baseball player. Yeah, I mean, he was a baseball player for the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Francisco Giants. So, and I think he might play for another team. No, I think it was just those two teams. Barry Bonds is a baseball player. He'll hit home runs into McCovey Cove. I'll say that. And speaking about Major League Baseball, I've been meaning to do my thoughts on Major League Baseball overall, and I'll get to it eventually. I mean, just give me time on that video. Remember when Tiger Woods beat Ray Rice in the Oh man. Well, Ray Rice, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna make any comments. I'm not gonna take the bait. But I just wanted to get on the stream, talk about a few things, stay on here for maybe a half hour or so. I mean, see what happens. I mean, we had about maybe 3 or 4 people come through the stream. So basically, we'll see what happens um, over the next 10 minutes. But I just want to talk about some things about the NBA free agency. Maybe I'll do this again in like a few days, maybe after the draft. Maybe I'll go ahead and do like a live stream about the draft on Thursday. So maybe I'll do that. But overall, I'll give you my top 5 prospects for the NBA draft. Zion 1, John Morant 2, RJ Burnett 3, Jarrett Clover, 4, um, and Garland, the point guard, he's 5. Bobo, I didn't see enough of him. Who else? Kobe White, I don't think he's as good as Garland. And overall, and my dog's coming out. But overall, I just think that those are like the top 5 free agents. How you doing, buddy? Those are the top 5 free agents. But not free agents, draftees. Those are the top 5 prospects for draftees. And Ray Rice will beat the blank out of Ben Cooper. Who's Ben Cooper? Must be someone who knows. Anyways, I just think that the whole and those are my top 5 prospects. I don't know where I was going with this. My dog kind of distracted me. But other things, let's see. I think the NBA summer. I think the whole free agency would be nice. Not nice. I think this is going to be a fun summer. I think several teams are going to be better than they were, and several teams are going to be worse than they were. I think the whole landscape is going to change. Now, I do want to talk about Golden State before I go. Golden State's the one team I want to talk about before I go. What you got, buddy? Got a stick? I'm not playing right now. I'm sorry. I'm talking to my dog. He's trying to play fetch. I'm not playing fetch at 11 p.m. at night, but you don't have enough lighting, buddy. But overall, Golden State, Klay Thompson tore his ACL. KD, he tore his Achilles. Speaking about KD, he's a free agent. I don't think he's re-signed with Golden State. I think he's going to go to either the Knicks or the Nets. One of those two. I want to say the Knicks. He's going to fire Ernie. Yeah, we already did that, and I was happy about that. It should be fire. It should be fire the head coach, and I forget the head coach's name. My God, a lot of things are drawing blank. Don't eat that. Sorry, I had to yell at my dog. My dog's drawing a blank on me. Fire Brooks. That should be the slogan. Fire Brooks. But anyways, hire Donald. Oh man. Anyways, well, it was KD's I think is going to go to the Knicks or the Nets. He's going to sit out the year. Klay Thompson is going to re-sign with the Golden State Warriors, and I think DeMarcus Cousins is going to re-sign with the Golden State Warriors. Even though don't rule out LA with DeMarcus Cousins, but overall, I just think that hey, buddy, I'm doing a live stream. My dog's is the type of dog that he needs to know what you're doing at all times. But anyways, the whole Klay Thompson, he'll be out most of the next year. I think he might come back for the playoffs and Golden State can make a run, so don't rule them out. Kevin Durant, I think, will be out all of next season. I just think even the postseason, he'll miss that, and we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, that's just my thoughts on the Golden State Warriors. Any other teams? I think Jeremy Lamb is going to be going to the Portland Trailblazers. Kemba Walker will be either re-signing with the Charlotte Hornets or he'll go somewhere. I don't know. He's the one free agent. I don't know where he will go. People are saying the Knicks. I don't know. I mean, he's supposedly he'll take less to stay in Charlotte. If he does that, great. But overall, I just feel like that Kemba is entitled to do what he wants. He should be going after a championship. I don't think he can win a championship in Charlotte. I'll keep it at that. Michael Jordan is not the best GM. What else I'm gonna say? What I want to say? Anything else I saw today that I want to talk about? Talk about that. I'll give a few reminders before I head on out. We're doing our college football predictions team by team. We're going to try to do all the Power 5 predictions. If you want a group of 5 team, just comment it down in one of the videos. I have a few group of 5 teams I'm planning on doing. We already have one team requested, which is the Liberty Flames. We're going to be doing that. And all the predictions I get commented down for requests, they're going to be done on the week of August 11th to like August 19th or stuff like that, whatever that week is. That's what. So if you want to see a group of 5 team, if you want to see me do a group of 5 team for college football predictions, please just comment down on one of the videos, and I'll be more than happy to do that. Now, a few other notes I want to talk about. I'm going to be doing a live stream Thursday night. I like the idea of this. I like being kind of loose. So Thursday night after the draft, or maybe even during the draft, maybe once it hits maybe the second round or something, I'll come out here and we'll do a live stream again on Thursday. Tonight's Monday, so on Thursday we'll do the live stream again. This is just something I'm experimenting with overall. So just deal with it. But overall, that's all the announcements I could think of. I'm going to try to get my thoughts on Major League Baseball video out before NBA free agency. But yeah, I try to do at least one team every day. I have the schedule through Friday for teams for college football. Tomorrow we did Auburn today. Tomorrow is Washington State. Wednesday's Miami. Thursday is Iowa, and Friday is Syracuse. So that's the schedule through Friday. I know June 25th we're doing Virginia and Virginia Tech. My mail-in predictions will be out August 4th. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'm about to wrap it up here. Bobo. Yeah, the Wizards. Here's the thing, though. I like Thomas Bryant though, and we do have I'll get to that in a second. We do have Dwight Howard and Thomas Bryant, so I do like that at center. I don't think Bobo should be a priority of us. Wizards need to bring back DJ Mbanga. Yeah, we do need to bring him back. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I've been on the stream here for about 28 minutes. Overall, great first stream. It was unannounced, so I'll try to announce it a bit more next time. But this idea came up in my head like 5 minutes before I came up with it, so I came on the stream. So basically, thanks for watching the stream. Comment down below. Tell me what you all think about it. Tell me how you think of the lighting. I did it outside because it's warm outside and it's nice outside. But tell me what you think about the lighting. I can always fix the lighting. And basically, thanks for watching the stream. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It will be greatly appreciated and you won't regret it. Thanks for watching, and this is McD the Beast signing off.